Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Daniel here. So in this video, I'm going to attempt to build a landing page or a funnel from scratch. So if you are looking for a comprehensive video that teaches you exactly how to build a funnel inside of Systeme.io, I'm going to do that in this video. This is going to be me building a funnel for something, an idea that I already had in my brain that I'm working on, and I'm going to be building a landing page live for you all to see. And if you have any questions, make sure to leave them down in the comment section down below. And hopefully this video helps you, because I get a lot of questions about people asking certain questions about different things inside of the funnel building process. So hopefully this video answers all of those questions. So let's dive right into it. So what you're looking at on the screen right now is my Systeme.io account, and this is where all of my funnels, email newsletter, everything I do, everything lives inside of this account. I'm going to be building this funnel off of another funnel that I already copied from another person who I found online, Jonathan Montoya. He has a very nice funnel that he already designed, and this is one of the reasons why I enjoy using Systeme.io. And one of the secret features that exists inside of this funnel builder is that you can copy other people's funnels. I made a video about it. It's going to be right here in the cards. You can go check it out on how to copy funnels from one account into another. So this funnel right here, I already copied into my account, and I'm just going to be editing around that funnel because I love the design and I love the way it's been laid out. So first of all, let's view this funnel and let's see what it looks like. All right, so this is the funnel right here of for Jonathan Montoya. For some reason, I'm not able to cancel this pop-up right here, but I'll show you exactly how to do that once we get right into it. So this is a funnel that I will be copying, and I will be editing my own ideas around. So let's get right into it. So the first thing you want to do is to duplicate this funnel, because you don't want to mess up the original funnel. And right now you can see it's already duplicated, and I want to make sure that I name it correctly. And this idea right here, it's inside of my Notion. I already created the idea inside the Notion. It's called a 24-hour online business challenge. It's a live workshop that I want to open up to 20 spots. And what is going to be included, all of this, and all of this information right here is what we want to have on that page. So I'm going to name that funnel the 24-hour business challenge. So right there, and I'm going to associate this funnel with one of my domain names that's already connected, which is growwithsysteme.com, and that funnel is going to be accessed through that domain name. So now that we've named it, so what we're going to do right now is to click on that funnel and start editing the funnel. So the funnel has 3 steps, but what we want to do is to have just 2 steps in this funnel. So we want to have the squeeze page where we promote the products, we get the emails, and I want to have a thank you page where people can actually see what the information is about and more information that we want to give them. So we want to name this the 24-hour business challenge. We want to name that page. This is what appears on the task bar. This is what appears right here on the title bar of the website. So name it 24-hour business challenge. So I'm gonna 24-hour BC. All right, so that is done, and I'm going to save that. Always make sure that you save it, because if you don't, once you exit that page, it's going to revert back to the old one. So now I'm going to open up the page and we're going to start editing it. Okay, so we have the page right now. We want to start editing. So what we have right here is the the original page design, Jonathan Montoya, whatever, and we want to make sure that we delete that top. Any part that you don't want in that funnel, you want to make sure that you delete it. So right now I'm just going to delete this top part, and we're left with a topic, with a title, the subtitle, the button, and the benefits that people can expect to find once they sign up. So the first thing I want to do is to edit this headline right here. I love the font that they use. It's called Montserrat. This is one of my favorite fonts, and I'm just going to go ahead and edit that headline. Oops, let's delete that again. All right, so I'm gonna do the 24-hour online business challenge. What else do we have? Live workshop, business challenge, live workshop. So we're gonna go ahead and put in here 20 spots. Boom. So we have our title, and we want to edit the subtitle as well. What does it say here? Get your online business idea off the ground in 24 hours. So that is what the subtitle is going to be, and we're going to just come right here and we're just going to paste that. Get your get your online business idea off the ground in 24 hours. Off the ground in 24 hours. All right, so we have that. So now we want to go ahead and edit the button that we want people to access. So at the same time, while you're building this, you want to make sure that it looks great on your mobile device. So right now, this is what we have: 24-hour live chat. Online business live workshop, 20 spots, get your online business off the ground in 24 hours. Now, you want to make sure that you're always making any changes in the desktop mode so that that change can apply in the mobile mode as well. Because if you're editing in mobile mode, that change will not apply to the desktop mode. So you want to make sure you're editing in desktop mode. So now what we want to do next is to edit the button right here. So on the button, there's several options that you can choose from. It says action when button is clicked, right? It means what do you want to happen when the button is clicked, right? So if you click on the drop down menu, it says send form, show pop-up, open URL, next step URL, or download file. Now what send from means is once you click on that button, it's just automatically going to assume that you've put in some information and it's going to send that form, meaning the name, whatever it is that you're trying to obtain, the name, phone number, whatever lead information you're trying to generate, it's going to send that without doing anything else. It's just going to remain on that page. Now show pop-up, that is exactly what we want. We want a pop-up to show so people can enter the information, whether that's name or email address or phone number. And the next one is open URL. If you want to redirect to another URL, to an external URL, you can enter the URL here. Next step URL, meaning it's going to take them to the next step of the funnel. And download file, meaning it's going to download a file. Maybe it could be a PDF, it could be a video, audio, whatever it is. You can upload that file into your account and it's going to download that file automatically. So what we want right now is to open a pop-up. Before we edit the pop-up, we want to make sure we edit the button to reflect what we want exactly. So here we want to say join the challenge. Okay, so join the challenge is what we want to have on that button. We want to make sure that we have, for some reason it's not showing as the same on mobile, but if we view our progress here, you see that everything is going according to plan. So join the challenge. This is this right here is the preview page, but let's edit the pop-up and we can come back to to previewing. So join the challenge, open sans, bold, whatever, but right now we want to leave the button as is. I love the gold button because it just gives some premium feel to to the page. Gold and black has a way of making it look very premium, so I like it. So we're gonna leave that right there. So right now what we want to do is to edit the pop-up. So you want to come here where it says pop-ups, and there's a pop-up that's already been added to the page, and now you want to view the pop-up so you can edit it. So you click on the little high icon and you click on that. So now we want to go ahead and edit the pop-up. So here I'm going to say get access to the challenge. So that's what we want to do. You want to make sure that the font is very congruent on the page. So I'm going to change the font to Montserrat. Boom, right there. So I'm gonna reduce the font a little bit. Yep, there you go. So right now we're only collecting email. We want to make sure we collect our first name as well, if that's something that you want to do. So what you want to do right here, you want to come here to the widget page and you want to go here to form input, and you will drag that widget and just drop right here. So I'm going to drop it above the email. So you drop that, and when you click on the form input, you're going to come back to the to the settings, and you're going to select the type of information that you want to collect with that form input, and it's going to be first name. So right now we have first name and email, but you can choose to have the placeholder in there, but I don't want to have I want to have the placeholder in the email as well. So here I'm going to write email, so first name and email, so people know exactly what to type in there when the form pops up. So right now this is what it's going to look like on mobile. Everything's looking good. We want to go back to edit pop-up settings. So when we try to view the page, right, there's no way to cancel this pop-up. Maybe someone needs to go back on the page to view the information one more time. There's no way to cancel it and go back on the page. So what you want to do here is to click on edit pop-up settings. You click on that, and here on the left hand side it says show close button, meaning you want to show the close icon, meaning you can just close the form and go read what's on the page. So you want to click so the close icon is going to show on the page, and then it says, do you want to open pop-up automatically? Ideally, I do not want to open the pop-up automatically because it prevents the user from reading what's on the page. They get on the page, the pop-up, it just comes on as soon as they get on the page without having the opportunity to read what's on the page. So I do not want that to happen. So open and exit intent. That means that if someone tries to, close the page, maybe they go to the cancel button right here, the form is just gonna show up on the screen and says, hey, before you go, maybe you want to enter your information. Of course, we want that to happen as well. Okay, so right now the show close button is on. The open pop-up automatically, we turn that off, and we want to open the form on exit intent. All right, that's good. So you want to make sure you save your progress as you go. So now let's make sure we edit this button right here. So once they enter their first name and email, what happens is we want them to go to the next step of the funnel, meaning the thank you page. So you want to go to next step URL. Someone asked me this question in an email, says once they click on the submit button, it doesn't take them to the next step funnel. So this is exactly what you want to do. I already replied to you via email if you're watching this. So you want to make sure you go to the next step URL. Okay, so you want to go down here and you want to change the text to join challenge right there. So we want to make sure we change the font to Montserrat. I love Montserrat. You can choose whatever font you like. This is so the subtext here that says I want to quit my job, we're going to remove that and just have that right there. So you can change the text color, the font color, whatever you want to have it as, you can leave it right there. So now we want to make sure that we don't have any borders on the button, just to make sure that it looks good. So now we have access to the challenge, first name, email. They click on that, it takes them to the next step of the funnel. So I'm going to save this and we're going to preview one more time. All right, so this is what it looks like. It's already looking good. The 7 proven steps to build a 6-figure from scratch. Join the challenge. You click on that, the form is going to pop up and you can enter your first name and email and you can join the challenge. Now let's keep editing the page. Let's close that right now. All right, so we don't want to have this ebook mock-up on the page because that's not ours. We want to remove that, and let's see how that looks on mobile just to make sure everything still looks good. So now we have the topic, subtopic, button. Now we want to add some more information. If you come to my Notion where I have all that information, it says what's included, right? So this is what we want to have in here, what's included. So right now we have 2 rows right here. It doesn't look too good on desktop, right? It doesn't look too appealing. I mean, design wise, it's not looking great. So we have this one leaning to the left, and we have a blank space on the right. So what we want to do right now is to add another row, 1 row, because right now we have 2 rows. So I'm going to drop that 1 row right here, and what I'm going to do is to drag this right here into that row, so we have everything in a centralized way. So I'm going to drag that bulleted list into that row. Boom, so right there, so right there, so right there. Boom. So all of this right now is inside that 1 row. So I'm going to drag that inside the row, then I'm going to drag the last one inside the row as well. So if you hover, you can see that everything is now inside of that 1 row. So we can just go ahead and delete this row right here because we want everything to be centralized. So what we're going to do right now is we can make sure we align all of these things centrally. What you want to do is to come right here to the padding settings is what you want to adjust right now. So it says left and right, meaning it's going to adjust the padding to the right and the padding to the left. So if you drag that, you can bring that to the center. As you drag it, it's going to adjust the position. So right now, let's see how that looks on mobile. It still looks great. So now we're just going to adjust a little bit just to make sure that it's right where we want it to be, in the center. So when I start editing this, so what's included in the business challenge? So now we want the first would be how to brainstorm ideas and come up with the best one. So we want to copy that and want to paste that right here. So next one, and we have every single bullet point. All right, so I've now copied every single point and I've, added that to, the page. So now let's see what it looks like on mobile. Everything looks good. Now let's go back to the desktop version of it. Now, as you can tell, there's something on mobile that we don't want to be there. We see, this button right here, it only shows up on mobile. Now we want to delete that because now we have two buttons that does two different things. So you remove that, right? And now we just keep editing the page. Now if we go back to the desktop version, we see everything that's coming up nicely. Now you might be thinking, well, this is it doesn't look this and that. I always talk about having a very simple landing pages, making sure everything is just simple and you're not complicating things for yourself. If you're just getting started, if you've been doing this for a while, I know I've been doing this for a while, and I know that the best landing pages, the ones that perform best, are the ones that are so simple and just straight to the point. So now let's keep editing the content of the page. All right, so we want to add some additional information to the page. Now we have plus. When they get access to that, they also get access to these things as well. So now I want to have another row. So I'm just going to duplicate this row and we're just going to edit that as well. In addition to that, all that you also get. So we're just going to lifetime access to the workshop. I'm going to copy all that into that section. All right, cool. So now we have those two things, but one thing that I want to change here is the check icon. I just like to, use something different. You can choose to use whatever you like. If you come to icon selector, you can select what your icon would look like. Now I'm just selecting, I'm just trying to see which one I love here. I think I love the box one. I'm just going to go right ahead and just change all that. Okay. Yes. Love it. Awesome. So now that we have all of that, what else do we want to include in there? So we want to add the price in there. So the price is going to be $47. So now you can choose to do that however you like, but I'm gonna try some different things. I'm gonna try a content box and see what that looks like again. So when I go to block, I think they have some price blocks here. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, price plan. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, I'm not sure that's what I need. So I'm just gonna go back here and just do a regular headline. So only $47. All right, so we have that, and I'm gonna change the font as well to Montserrat, only $47. And I'm gonna bold that, and let's see how it looks on mobile. Only $47. We want to make sure we space it out a little bit. So we want to make sure that the margin at the top, I'm gonna give it some margin at the top. Boom, right there. All right, so let's delete this row. Okay, total. So we do only $47 or total $47. Or you can do this, $149. You can have a strike through, and you can do regular, you can just do a regular price of $47. Let's fix that strike through. There you go. So $49. So total was gonna be, so let's change the color so it stands out. I like to do red, and total for $149, and it's not $149. We strike through that. It's just going to be $47. Okay, so in the spirit of just keeping things simple, I'm just going to leave that as is right now. So as you can see on mobile, it's still hanging too close to the text right there. So what I want to do is I'm just going to increase the padding on mobile as well. All right, boom, there you go. So right now we have that page, what's included. In addition to all that, you also get, so you want to come down to your mobile page and make sure that you just edit stuff to look good on mobile as well. There it is. So 7 proven steps to building a successful online business from scratch. Boom, boom, boom. We have join the challenge. So now that we have shown the button, now that we've completed everything, I think this page is good to go. And now we just have to edit the footer. I'm just going to remove this, and I'm just going to add stuff as it relates to the business. This is going to be 2023. It's going to be grow with Systeme 2023. Boom, boom, boom. Affiliate disclaimer, need help, blah, blah, blah. So right now, I'm just gonna leave all of that. So what I want to do is, go to settings, and if you have the paid version, you can remove the Systeme.io icon that shows on at the top left corner. And now everything looks good around here. I'm just gonna save that and exit. And now we want to go to the thank you page. This is where we, really tell people about what we're trying to do. First of all, I'm going to remove the breach page because I want to have the landing page and the thank you page alone. So this is the thank you page. You're going to name it that. Welcome to the challenge. Save that. And now you just want to open it and start editing the thank you page as well. Now the thank you page doesn't have to be as elaborate as the first one. All you have to do is just make sure you have the right information on there so that people can know exactly when the event starts and what other things that you want to add in there, really. All right, so first of all, what we want to do again is to remove that top part of it. So you're all set. Check your email for the free ebook, but we want to have something else in there. We're inviting them to the challenge. So we can do you're all set. Check your email for access to the challenge. Boom. So right now we have our header. And now check your spam folder as well. Email is from, I'm gonna put Daniel Moore. Now, as you can see right now, I just wanna say that if you have a way to get templates or to duplicate funnels from people who have already done it, as an online business owner, as a business owner, your job is to find ways to make things easier for you so that you don't have to do things over again from scratch. So right now, as you can see, this person has been very generous enough to share this funnel. All I'm doing is just going inside of that funnel and editing whatever is in there to suit my needs. So right now, are you ready to take a challenge? Create a life of passion, are you ready to take a challenge to get your online business off the ground in 24 hours? Do you want to create a 6-figure business starting from scratch? You want to leave your soul-sucking 9-to-5 job? If you have said yes, and I'll personally show you how to get started in the challenge, because we want people to attend the challenge. All right. Now that we have that copy, now you can change. Of course, I always recommend that you change copy, but for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to leave some of this copy in there because it, really, it's almost the same as what I'm trying to write anyways. But I always recommend that you change, stuff around and move stuff around. Now, like we did, as you can see, there's 2 rows around here. We're going to insert a row here, and we're going to bring all of this content. We're gonna bring all that content into that row. All right, now we're gonna I don't think we need this button right here. We're just going to delete that, and we're going to reformat this. Gonna format this all over again. So right now we're just going to do the same thing, go from left to right so we can adjust the padding. Right now, boom. All right, so this right here is what it's going to look like. Okay, so let's make sure everything looks good. All right, good. So I'm gonna save that, and I'm going to I exited. All right, let's see what that looks like in real time. So you're set. Check your email, blah blah blah. That is the thank you page. I want to keep this very simple, just to show you, my thought process when I'm doing things. But if I were to do this for a live business, of course I would put more effort into it. But for the purpose of this video, I'm just gonna keep it simple. All right, let's make sure everything looks good. Now let's view this page as well. Now if you want to see what that looks like on mobile, you can just do inspect, and this is what it's going to look like. Boom, boom, boom. It still looks good in my opinion. Okay, now let's go back in there and just see what everything looks like, just to make sure that we're dotting the I's and crossing the T's. Want to make sure that show pop-up, select a pop-up, boom, save that. Now let's preview again. All right, I click on that, the pop-up comes up, and everything looks good. So this is my thought process. But way before I go, now this funnel is already connected to the domain name that I already have in there. But one more thing I want to do is to come down here and open up the page. As you can see right here, it's not showing up the way I want it to, right? It's not doing that. So it still says the 7 steps to becoming a super affiliate by Jonathan Montoya. That's not what we want to do. So if you come down here, you go to settings, and you go all the way down, you see the title here. This is what's going to appear on the bar, on the title bar of your browser. So you want to change that to the 24-hour online business challenge. You want to save that. And right now, when we preview again, that is going to change right there. Boom, 24-hour business challenge. And you want to make sure you do that as well for the thank you page, so you don't look like a fool when you publish a page. So let's do the edit. I want to go to settings. I want to go here all the way down. As you can see, what does it say here? Where is it? Legendary Business Challenge. No, I want to say welcome to the challenge, and you save that, and we preview. Boom, welcome to the challenge is what we have on the title bar. So this is just my thought process when I'm building a landing page, and I already made some videos on how to connect your domain name. If you want to see that, you can go right here to check it out. So the domain name is already in there, and if you come right here and I go to the page itself, and I go to view the page, it's going to be here. My Grow with Systeme domain name is already in there. And let me know in the comment section down below if you have any questions at all on how to set up any of these things. And if you have any questions, reach out to me at daniel@growwithsysteme.com. You can also schedule a one-on-one consultation with me if you want to build and fix your funnels, if you want to learn how to run paid ads. Out of all of the links in the description down below, you can go check them out. Again, my name is Daniel, and I can't wait to see you in the next video, and thanks for watching. Bye.